Well, folks, we're still with the Nkuhumas pride that we followed this morning off that Cheetah Cutline Road down now back into Juma. They've just settled down underneath a bit of vegetation here. What you're looking at the moment is one of the females that stayed awake or alert. All the rest are actually lying on their side resting. But there's this one and another adult female that is just keeping an eye open. They've got the wind. There's a very, very slight breeze blowing back into our face here, so they've got the wind in there to their advantage. Another female here, quite alert as well, another big adult female, and these two females I think are probably the most senior in the pride. And there's the rest of the pride. Got a question from Angie in Ohio, and Angie, welcome aboard. Great to have you with us. Angie asking if I can see all 8 members. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at this point. Excuse me. And I do not think I saw 8 this morning. So interesting, Angie. I'm going to definitely keep an eye on that for you and everybody else. It's interesting to sit here with this pride. I don't think I've spent a lot of time with this pride in the past. So any information, any great little bite-sized chunks of information you have, you can tweet us on #SafariLive or questions at WildEarth.tv. And just little bite-sized chunks would be really great for me to share with everyone from you. And great stuff to be able to do this and share this information through social media. So thank you if you can, and I look forward to hearing a bit of your knowledge, because I know that many of you have followed the Nkuhumas pride for some time. We did just reposition ourselves as well to get round the other side. I really wanted to see what this female was doing, whether she was watching something particularly or just on alert. And she's just on guard and looking for any opportunity. The Nkuhumas pride is a pride that we picked up this morning, but if you've just joined us, we're sitting with them in a location now, probably about a kilometre, maybe just under a kilometre, about 750 metres. So it's, for me, a place that if I was a lion, I'd like to lie. It's very cool where we are. It's they have picked a fantastic spot. We've got a bit of shade as well, and you can feel the temperature rising as we speak. We did follow them. We watched them on a small attempt at a hunt. There was a wildebeest, actually the wildebeest that was walking in front of us and peeled off the road just before we got to Scotty and Stefan. And a big thanks to Scotty and Stefan as well. They're just fantastic. These two guys, we heard those lines. They weren't here this morning, and all we had to say to Scotty and Steph was, we heard a line in that direction this morning, and Scotty and Steph just drove off and said, we'll find out soon enough. And we knew that if there was anyone that was going to find them, it was those two. So big thanks to them. And they witnessed the attempted little hunt as well, which was great to sit with them and watch them have a try at that wildebeest, but unsuccessful. The male, which VM is actually on right now, if you just pan across to his belly, VM, just gently, he doesn't look underfed, does he? So I'm not sure when they hunted last, but they always will see an opportunity. If an opportunity arises, they will take it. So it just depends on what comes through. So this pride is 7 strong that I can see at the moment. So welcome aboard, Dylan. Great to have you with us in Iowa, and a really nice question about what is the average size of a line pride. It varies quite a lot in different parts of Africa. Up in the east of Africa, where you've got massive amounts of... you just got a female coming through here behind this tree, mate. There we go. She's repositioning. So Dylan, they do vary. Up in East Africa, where you have the massive herds of wildebeest occur, they can get up to numbers of, I think there was a composition of 14, 15 prides I've read somewhere that were totaling over 150 animals in one area. But typical numbers are sort of about 13 lions, 14 lions, and down in the Sabi Sands that's also true. You're looking at about sort of 7 to 9 to 13, 15 lions. And you know what the interesting thing about that too, Dylan, is that the pride size, particularly the females, will excuse me please, will end up working themselves out through the prey availability. So if there's too little prey, excess females will disperse, and if there's a lot of prey around and they don't recruit within the pride, they will take in nomadic females to the herd. The pride. So you'll get a variation that occurs due to food availability, and it's a seasonal sort of food availability, Dylan. So really great question, mate, and I hope that answered your question. What was the number of the average number of lions in a pride? And it's roughly in the Sabi Sands between 7 to 13 up to 15 lions. Thanks very much, Dylan, and great to have you on board. Just going to reposition here, folks, to give my co-pilot a little bit of some more shots to look at. The lines are completely relaxed, as you saw then. They didn't even lift their heads. They may just lift their heads when I reverse a little bit. So we just got a lovely question from Suzanne in the Netherlands. Welcome aboard, Suzanne. And let me just get a little bit better shots for my friend here. And Suzanne, your question is about lion's fur and what it feels like or what it looks like. I hope that's a good spot for you, VM. You might get through there. I'll forward a bit for you. Suzanne, this fur on the lion is quite coarse, but still obviously soft, as in fur in most predators. But no, it's not like a domestic cat, as you're asking. It's much coarser. When they're cubs, obviously, it's very, very soft, but with any of the predators, as time goes on, that fur has to act as a barrier to the environment in whatever way, shape or form, whether they're just walking through thick vegetation or whether they're hunting or whether they're fighting, and hence that amazing mane that does a lot of a lot of things for the males. It will be a buffer against fighting and sustaining those sort of really serious wounds that they can do in a fight. Also makes the male look incredibly impressive. So those manes actually vary in shape, size and colour all over Africa, from very, very dark black to very, very pale blonde and short. They really do vary considerably throughout the geographical locations that lions occur in Africa. Great question. Thank you very much, Suzanne. So we are with some flat cats at the moment. We've got 7 lions here with us, and they are all down out for the count at the moment. So I think this is a really good opportunity now to cross over to Peter and see what he's up to. I don't think these guys are going anywhere fast, but I'm going to sit with them for a little while. They were being a little bit more alert, but now even the ones that were keeping watch are now gone down for a sleep. So let's cross to Pete and see what he's up to.